This is how XRP accounting works. This is Ripple's new paper, the new rules now in place. Let us hear what they have to say. This is from April 11th, which was just yesterday. The effects of technology are growing quickly and have already changed many areas like healthcare, business, industry, and farming, but cross-payment methods are still stuck in the past. There are things in place that make it harder than it needs to be to move money around the world. Getting money sent to other countries should be quick, easy, and cheap, since they settle in real time, charge less, and are simpler to use. You can use stable coins instead of regular money to pay for things. Business and financial institutions have jumped on board with because of these perks, a huge number of stable coins. The market for stable coins is now worth more than $210 billion, 0 cents. In 2022, Pax stablecoins handled almost $7 trillion, 0 cents in MasterCard and PayPal purchases. That's a huge amount of money just for 2022. Now try to picture where we'll be in 2030. Having a coin that doesn't change value this is likely what will turn a good business into a great one. Stable money. How can stablecoin be used to pay for things? A stable coin is a type of digital cash that is meant to keep the value of goods or government money like the US dollar or the euro. When you connect a fixed coin to a monetary unit, the cost of some Bitcoin might not change as much to give out. Stable coins are a good choice because of this. Stable coins are like regular money, but faster and more efficient thanks to blockchain technology. Now you have a general idea of what they are and how they will be used. Scroll down some more. Ripple thinks the following will be good about stable. Paying with coins. They say payments will go through faster and smarter than with regular payment lines, which can only be used during business hours and take days at a time. Stablecoins let you pay for things in real time through the blockchain and get into markets every day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Because stablecoin payments are always on and fast, they can get rid of fixed liquidity problems and make cash flow a lot better, even on weekends and holidays for companies that pay sellers around the world or employees. Smart contracts can be used to make coins, an app for blockchain that does things instantly when certain conditions are met. Automatic payments can be set up, which cuts down on boring tasks and makes room for new financial opportunities. Ideas for things like DeFi apps and digital billing. Keep in mind that banks probably won't do this themselves since they need to hire a bunch of people to make their own stablecoin. They need to find people to work with, and crypto market players they might not know much about yet. They can also find help from Ripple and ask the Circle for help. A lot of other companies will also help banks use SafeCoin technology so banks don't have to take on the risk. I just wrote a bunch of great things about this. If you're interested, take a look. May have made a few new things in the last week or two. There are movies about steady coins and how to figure out why banks won't take them. Decide to use Ripple instead of doing it themselves. It's pretty easy once you write down all the facts. Cross-border payments that are managed by a bank are safer and cheaper, but they can lose a lot of value because of fees for things like currency change, failed payments, and more. There are not as many middlemen when steady coins are used to pay for things across borders. Payment flow that can help businesses save time, money, and resources. In places where standard payment gateways or compliance rejects can fail to process a payment, stablecoins also make it less likely that the transaction will fail. This can prevent fees, chargebacks, and delays. A stablecoin exchange works on an open blockchain network, which makes the process go faster. Makes sure that loans are paid back on time, talks about how to make safety better. We don't need to talk about that now. Everyone knows that blockchains can be very safe if they are used right. It's just about making this possible in new places and with new banks so that more people can use it. When people in emerging economies can use stablecoins to pay for things, they can get a wider range of goods, of financial services. More people can be helped, and service businesses can move into tougher areas. More and more people in developing countries are using mobile money. This is a great chance for digital-first companies like fintechs and neo-AKs to show how stablecoin payments will be. You can stop talking now and read this if you want to. I'm not going to tell you how it works unless you ask. It does say what to look for in a stablecoin payment system. I think Ripple is asking people to help them figure out which stablecoins they might want to work with. Finally, RLSD Ripple will have a big impact on this because they had to wait for approval from the New York Department of Financial Services. NYDFS said this before putting it out there. Don't forget that every month RLUSD is checked to make sure that Ripple really does have enough value to back up the stablecoin. That's how I made it clear. This is likely to have to go that route, right? You have to go through the most powerful regulator, and the person in charge will allow you to do it, but every month you will be checked. This is why you believe in the system. Take a look at USD. It's been hard for them to get a real audit and say, hey, we have the reserves, we have proof. Since I've been in the crypto market, and I think it was even before that based on what I've read, the last few companies are now done that went there to do an audit, didn't finish the job they were sent to do. Okay, so banks won't choose USDT because it might be banned in the US if they don't finish this reporting stuff. Ripshi has been the leader in business blockchain solutions for more than 10 years. Because it is a New York limited purpose trust company, it is giving away a safe coin. It's a first mark for safe coin payments. With a boom of this level, now you can pay with Arrow USD instead of Ripple. 70 billion has already been spent through this tool in 90 different payment markets. Remember that Ripple covers 90% of the world when it comes to FX. That has a lot of useful knowledge. Not this show. It's possible that staking will be added to the XRP system before or after this. This will help us reduce the amount of XRP that is in circulation, which will raise the price of XRP based on how much is locked up and how long it stays out of circulation. For XRP stakes, which will use protocol managed accounts, the next easy win is an F assets V2 to let people who own XRP stake their XRP in regularly validated services called AVSs. They can get a return from the actively validated service in exchange for that actively validated service code. This is the first time that XRP can be used to make money and help another network at the same time. Okay, this caught my eye. This must have a different word, but I can't find it. Think about it. Some people online try to get you to make strange connections, but I want to make sure you get what this person is saying. In the case of Ripple versus SEC, a short date of 4/16/2025, 415 LTRP at Joel Katz has been asked for. I think this is the end of Ripple case number 418 Taurus